Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a bit of a trip down memory lane on this channel, and I'm referring to the BWoWs that I used to do. If you are newer or you weren't around for that period of my channel, I used to do what I called BWoWs, which were bi-weekly wishlist or washouts, which were very regular, bi-weekly, will I buy it videos. And before that, they were bi-weekly because I used to do them weekly. Back when I did 5 videos a week on my channel, I would do literally a will I buy it every week because at that time there was enough makeup coming out to do them every week. Lately, I've completely cut down on the will I buy it video since I've only been doing 1 video a week. But I went through those videos, like I had a whole playlist, and there are dozens of videos on that playlist, and I pulled out all the products that like I really wanted the most, the ones that I were like the most excited about. So when I went through that playlist, I picked out this long list of products. I had already purchased quite a few of them, and then specifically for this video, I actually went over the last few months and I purchased more products to try them out. And I have a good selection of products here, so we're gonna go through them and we're going to talk about whether they lived up to the hype. I'll have all the products listed down below if you are interested. 99% of this is makeup. I think there's only one non-makeup product in here, so let's jump into that one first. Oh, I'm trying to get better at promoting this channel. So we are so close to 7,000 subscribers, which is kind of wild. So if you're not already, please subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever new videos come out every single week. And also, I believe this video will be coming out when I'm doing Vlogmas over on the vlog channel. I'm doing the 12 days of Vlogmas, so go ahead and check out the vlog channel link down below if you're interested. Alright, so starting out with the Origins Frothy Face Wash. This is the Checks and Balances Frothy Face Wash. This was in a BWoW, I believe, because I saw like a kit, like a holiday kit that included this, because this was the face wash I tried for the first time back in college. I was in college and I was visiting family, like my grandmother, for the holidays, and we walked by an Origins counter, and I think it was Macy's, and I got the free facial. They washed my face, they did all the nice skincare to it, and this felt incredible on my skin. So throughout college, I used this face wash, and then after college, when I was making minimum wage, could no longer afford to buy this. But recently, like in the last few months, I've gone back to using this, and it's been my go-to face wash. I love this face wash. It's a little pricey up front at $26, but you really only need like a pea-sized amount because it's a frothy face wash, and I love this packaging because I can cut it open and literally scoop every last drop of it out. So yeah, I would say this did live up to the hype, and I'm still using it regularly. All right, I will vaguely go in the order in which I would normally apply these products to my face, so let's start with some primers. First, I have the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, and I used this primer today before doing my makeup. This basically just feels like a fancy moisturizer. It's really thick. It is pretty scented, so if you have sensitive skin, you're probably not going to like this, but it's basically just like a really heavy like cream, which has a time and a place. Like now it's like winter and my skin is really, really dry, and I definitely need the extra boost of moisture. So this has been very great. I will say it is expensive. I bought this on sale. I believe there was a 21 Days of Beauty this year where this was half off, so that's when I bought it. I don't think it's worth the hype at the full price. That being said, I do enjoy this on those extra dry days. But like during the summer, I steered clear of this at all costs. And not just because I have combo skin, so putting something this thick on my skin in the summer is not the way to go. So I think this is actually going to be a really good product for someone who has really dry skin and needs like a really nice moisture barrier before going in with makeup. Now, a product that I was pretty hyped about, and then it got completely duped, so I don't have to buy it anymore, is from Tatcha. And I feel like e.l.f. has duped like every great Tatcha primer so far. This is the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. So this I was super excited about when it first came out because I loved the silk canvas, and then e.l.f. duped it, so I never really bought it again. I mean, this feels nice. I just think it's expensive for what it is. And again, e.l.f. duped it 100%. So if you just want a nice liquid putty primer, go with the e.l.f. If you want a luxurious experience, I don't think it lives up to the hype because it's like cheapy plastic packaging. I don't know. I feel like this gets gunked up pretty easily, and it's not what I would call luxurious. And actually the packaging, let me zoom you in. Can you see like where the lid goes on? It's like wiping off. So yeah, so the packaging isn't necessarily screaming luxury. So I'm glad I got this and I experienced finding the dupe from e.l.f., but it's not something I would say lived up to the hype or I would ever buy again. All right, another product I feel kind of really let me down just because I couldn't tell how dark it was online. This is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick. So this was everywhere in like early beauty YouTube, and I got the lightest shade, I'm pretty sure. And it's pink quartz, and it's dark. I can't really use this. This is more of like a blush topper on me because it's too dark to be a highlighter. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the actual highlighter itself. Like, it's not as like shimmery blinding as I would expect it to be. I actually found myself really liking the Physicians Formula shimmer bricks more than this one. And this is like triple, at least double, maybe triple the price. Oh, I skipped right over foundation. So a foundation I had on the list were just the Armani foundations, because these were like all the top beauty, like the rich beauty gurus were using the Armani foundations, and I was just so curious because I tried a bunch of samples and the samples worked great on my skin, and I was worried about like whether or not the sample was different and whether the foundation would actually perform, but they actually do perform really great. I really do like them. So I have right now the Power Fabric. I also had the Luminous Silk, but like I panned it. I completely used up the entire Luminous Silk, and I have so many foundations I can't justify rebuying the Luminous Silk until I use up a few more foundations. But I liked the Luminous Silk so much more than the Power Fabric. Also, the shades are just weird. My shade match is 3.75, whereas I picked up shades 1 and 1.5. 1 is a tad too yellow, and 1.5 is too dark. I had to lighten the other one. But I would say these ones, other than the shade range being kind of garbage, did live up to the hype. Next, I have another product that became a daily go-to staple, and that's the Got2b Brow Glue. It's literally just Got2b's hair gel in a tube with a spoolie, but it's genius. It's genius. Especially for those of us that have really thick curly hair and nothing would stay in my brows. This is incredible. I am a little upset that I can only buy it on Amazon and it's kind of expensive, but 100% worth every penny. And I still use this every day. The next product that I remember really wanting when it came out, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then I eventually got it in a subscription box. This is from Kindness Vegan Dinner, which, you know, I really want to do a Botine Shade chat because like that brand, like now that they've made Michaela the like face of their brand, I think they're done. Like they've failed so spectacularly, and they had such like, I'm so upset. They had so much potential. Maybe I should do like the Lost. You know what? I'm not even going to say it because that's a video idea. I'm taking it. I'm going to do that video idea. But they had so much potential and it's just gone. And I'm a little upset. But anyway, this is the gel, ModCon Gel Contour. And this product is just okay. I feel like it's a contour or ModCon Gel Bronzer. I feel like the shade is slightly too muddy on my complexion, but also it blends out weird. Like whenever I use a sponge to blend this out, I feel like it just makes me look like I haven't showered. And then when I use a brush, you can see brush streaks. So I feel like the texture of this product isn't quite there yet, especially when I have other cream bronzers, contours that I love like 10 times more. So this one, I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it again. I'm probably not even going to finish this. This probably is going to get decluttered to my next declutter series. Next, I have some blushes to talk about. First, these blushes from Givenchy. I love them. I love these so much. They're so nice. They're so expensive, but they are beautiful. So these are the Prism Libre loose blushes. I have shade 1 and shade 3 Coral. And shade 1, I cannot even pronounce. I'm going to throw it up right here, but it's like the hot Barbie pink, like cool pink kind of shade. And then the coral, I kind of wish it was a bit more actual orangey coral, but I can see where they were going for it. It's still a beautiful blush. I think these like exceed the hype. I'm surprised more people aren't talking about these. They are scented, but not as scented as the loose powder. They are just gorgeous. They apply, it's such a finely milled powder that they apply like air and they look beautiful. Like I want to buy all the shades of this, and I probably will at some I should have bought it during the Sephora sale. I don't know. Next time I'm at Sephora, I'm probably going to pick up more of these because they are beautiful and I love the packaging. And it's just, wow. So I'm really glad I got these, and I'm definitely getting more. Next, I mentioned in a BWoW, I really wanted these In-Stain blushes from The Balm. Now, The Balm is definitely a brand I'm not hearing much, if anything, about anymore, but these In-Stain blushes were, like, everywhere a few years ago. The packaging is adorable. It's cardboard and a mirror, so it's easily recyclable. You could even depot these very, very easily, and it's just very cute. Now, I really wanted to get the whole line. But whenever I went to buy these, they were almost always all sold out, except for these 2 shades, which is nice because I love this like corally shade. This is a gorgeous shade right here. I wish I could get like the pinks or the other shades, so I'll keep an eye out and see if I can pick up the other ones, but I would pick up the other ones. These are pigmented, but not overly so. I like the size. I like the packaging. Like, these are very, very cute. So I would say these live up to the hype, but I would really only recommend picking up anything from the Balm when they're on sale. And they do a lot of sales. All right, last but not least, we're getting into eyeshadow palettes that I really wanted. And before we talk about an actual palette, let's talk about a single shadow. So this is the Natasha Denona Blackest Black Shadow. And I don't know how the beauty YouTubers from 2015 to 2017 were convincing me that I needed to buy a $30 single black shadow, but they did. So I bought this a few months ago, maybe last year, and I'm like underwhelmed. It's not, I mean, it's not $30 worth of black shadow. So let me just do a little swatchy swatch like that. Yeah, that. I remember watching a beauty YouTuber and she put it on and she was like, oh my God, it's so black. I've never seen a shadow this dark before. And I'm like, girl, come on. And I'm going to swatch it next to the black that came in the mini Xenon palette. They're both not the best. But the mini Xenon is better. This is the mini Xenon. That's the Blackest Black. Are you kidding me? I mean, yeah. So if you want a black from Natasha Denona, I would say get the mini Xenon, because there isn't even a black shade in the big Xenon palette. That's my only big complaint about that palette. I needed a true black in there, but she didn't. She only has it in the mini Xenon. So pick up the mini Xenon. This was absolutely not worth the hype at all. All right, last but certainly not least, I have an eyeshadow palette that I wanted for well over a year before I finally bought it. And I actually saved up a lot of Ulta points and I got a lot taken off when I did buy it. But it's the Lime Crime Venus XL2 palette. This thing is gorgeous. Such a pretty palette. I drooled over this color story with the greens, like the peaches. I love this thing. Now, I have it and I enjoy it, but I don't use it as much as I should because I've really been focusing on my Pan That palette for this year. Yeah, that's the pros and the cons of Pan That palette, is that sometimes, I mean, yeah, I can pan products and I get to show the pretty pan videos, but I sacrifice time with other eyeshadow palettes in order to get those results. And this is a palette that I really want to spend more time with. And I just don't really get to until sometime next year after this year's Pan That palette is done. So I love this. I do think it lives up to the hype, but I'm just a little sad that I don't get to spend as much time with it as I wish I could. So there we have it. Those are this number of products that I wanted to buy during a BWoW or a weekly wish list or washout. I finally did, and my thoughts on them. So let me know down below what you thought, and let me know what's the last product that like you really wanted and saved up and then finally got, and what you thought about it. Was it a disappointment? Did you really, really like it? Was it worth the hype? Let me know down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.